Action.
Have you noticed the color palette of this curtain in this scene? Which represents the character arc of the protagonist, or character connecting both of his worlds with just an action or a glance? If yes, then it comes under the art of visual storytelling. So, what is visual storytelling? It's storytelling through visuals, which also means storytelling without dialogues or verbal explanation. It is nothing but giving a necessary information about character's mindset or situation through cinematography, production design, sound design, costumes, staging, and blocking. Visual storytelling affects us on a subconscious level. So basically, it means taking help of other building blocks of filmmaking to tell a story or to give information to our subconscious. To emphasize more on the art of visual storytelling, we will be analyzing a scene from Bollywood cult classic Tamasha. Imtiaz Ali's filmography always talks about dedicated inner complexes of a protagonist. Tamasha also deals with the same, but additionally, it is a complex one. It is about the person whose dreams get buried below the concrete of social mediocrity. Reality hits him hard when he gets rejected by a girl for not being in his true self and playing a role of typical corporate employee who is just living his life in a given format of work, eat, sleep, and repeat. So, Tamasha is not about the one in the crowd, but it's more about crowd say on it. It's about so-called sandwich between situation where you just can't decide who you really are, and also about those who are living in the both worlds, that is Dil and Dunya. So before we begin with the analysis, let's have a quick look at what happened before this scene. Ved is a person who is passionate about storytelling since his childhood. And when he grows up, he meets Tara in Corsica. Tara finds Ved a very outgoing, enthusiastic and fun-loving person, and has been portrayed as a person who breaks the formality of a conventional way of living, and who also wants to escape the mediocrity. They both just decide to have fun and never meet each other again. But after Corsica adventure, Tara is unable to forget Ved and constantly dwells into his memories. After 4 years, Tara meets Ved in a book cafe and confesses her feelings to him, and they decide to go on a date. So this following scene is their date, which reveals the disconnect between them. And we come to know how far Tara is from her understanding of Ved, as he is not in his true self, but living a mediocre life. So let's begin with the analysis. The scene starts where Ved comes to Tara's place to pick her up. This particular blocking replicates the scene of Romeo and Juliet, where Juliet is in her balcony watching Romeo, who is standing below. As we know, Tara is overexcited to meet Ved because of the long wait of 4 years. To show that excitement and the nervousness, we get tracking shot of Tara, where camera follows each and every movement of her, as if camera breathes with her. So, when Tara stops, camera stops, and when Tara moves, camera moves with her. Then we get this insert shot of the bouquet, and it has a significance, but we will discuss it later in the video. After that, we get this long shot, where more than half of the frame is blocked by the car, which depicts how they both are trapped in the reality of Ved's pseudo-self. They both are framed in the left intersection by the rule of thirds to make us feel uncomfortable. Then scene moves along with basic over-the-shoulder shots, but here also we can see Ved is exposed to a low-key lighting, because of which we see shadows on his face, depicting that there is a lot yet to be revealed about him. Now, watch this short sequence carefully.
Thank you. Would you like to have regular mineral water, ma'am? Room temperature or cold, sir? Bisleri or Avia?
Now, as we know that Tara is far away from her idea of Ved. To show this disconnect, director and cinematographer framed Tara and Ved in 2 different single shots, where in each of their shots, more than a half of the frame is blocked by the wall. Now the waitress also greets them in a very mechanical and organized way, which is contradictory to whatever we have witnessed about the characters in Corsica, constantly hinting us towards the fact that something is not right about Ved. Next, we get this 2 shot, in which Tara leans forward to show her interest in Ved, And here too, we can see Tara's hair and Wade's face are lit up by the magenta pink light, which symbolizes boredom and artistic chaos. We can observe this particular side angle close-up shot of Wade, where half of his face is lit by magenta pink and rest of his face is lit normally, showcasing two sides, one is organized and other is disorganized. Now watch this single shot of Tara very carefully. Behind her, we can see reflection of Wade on the glass wall. Similar kind of mirror shots are used in the movie in different scenarios, showcasing Wade's different personalities, just like this specific shot to show that how Wade is trapped between his two personalities and also symbolizes his alter ego, which is Tara's expectation. And further, we get the single shot of Wade and Tara, where in single shot of Wade, camera is placed slightly above his eyeline, tilted downwards, showing his vulnerability. So in this whole sequence, from where they get into the restaurant, there is no over-the-shoulder shot used, as over-the-shoulder shot enhances the connection between the characters. To show a disconnect, director and cinematographer purposefully did not use over-the-shoulder shots. Now coming back to the insert shot of bouquet. Remember, I told you it has a significance. As we discussed, magenta pink color depicts boredom and artistic chaos. So we can say that it symbolizes Wade's state of mind. And the color of flowers in the bouquet is also magenta pink. So we can say this bouquet symbolizes Wade's true self. Now follow the travel of the bouquet. From this insert shot, we get to know that bouquet is on the back seat. Wade takes out the bouquet, offers to Tara and again keeps it back on the back seat, symbolizing he offers his true self to Tara and takes away and puts it back. That means his true self has taken a back seat now. So whatever we are going to witness here afterwards is personality of Wade, which is completely opposite to his true self. Hence, this scene perfectly shows us the pseudo personality of Wade and the disconnect between both of them. So, Tamasha flourishes with such scenes and shots where factors other than the character in the scene tell us a lot about the situation and the character's mindset. Director Imtiaz Ali and cinematographer Ravi Varman achieved the mastery in visual storytelling through Tamasha. Ravi Varman's filmography, other than Tamasha, also flourishes with visual storytelling. His way of lighting and the choice of camera angles showcases the state of mind of the character, and hence, his work elevates the film and its feel. There are many shades of Wade, and Ranbir Kapoor's performance as a Wade is unreal. His action and expression speaks louder than the words. Tara, played by Deepika Padukone, was convincing and flawless. So, have you noticed the use of visual storytelling in other films? Tell us in the comment section.